Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on NIO just 7 days ago, to be precise on January 28th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $4.64. And my main assumption was that NIO is nearing and was nearing to its lowest point for the potential trend reversal. And in general, I was expecting this type of movements to the upside, but the range from which we might have this trend reversal might be from $4.64 from the price at the moment of recording that video and to the lower border of about $4 mark. And guys, take a look right here. This is the actual price action of NIO, and we were at $4.64 somewhere here. And since I made my previous video, this asset had an attempt to break this bottom, and for now it is hovering slightly below the $4.5 mark. And I still expect this movement to the upside. And guys, if you want to receive my calls to trade on a risk-free 100% money-back guarantee offer, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my safe haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure, and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me, and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons, and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Here are just a few of my trade results from the first half of October. But don't wait, this offer is available for a limited time only. Once the spots are filled, enrollment will close. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So, and on today's video I will show you what news might be the catalyst for this asset for the upcoming week. What was the reason of this sell-off from swing high to swing low? Within just 1 week this asset lost about 10% of its value, and how you can benefit out of these movements. Let's begin with some fundamentals. I want to pay attention to this website. It is cnbpass.com, and we have several quite interesting news. First of all, let me show you this one. China January NEV wholesale sales edge up 1% to 900,000 units, CPCA estimates show. Here are the bullet points. Compared with December of 2025, the estimate represents a 42.42% decline. Consumer demand was pulled forward in December, resulting in a drawdown of January demand. And guys, this is the chart that represents this data. You can see that the last this orange dot is the last point of deliveries of new electric vehicles in China, and this green dot is the number of the actual deliveries in January. You can see that the decline is quite substantial, and yes, we have growth compared to 2025, basically not the biggest one, just 1%, but still it is growth on a year-to-year basis. But here is the reason why this decline happened. Compared to December's 1,563,000 units, this estimate represents a 42.42% decline, according to CNEV Post calculations. The withdrawal of China's new EV purchase tax exemption policy after its December expiration led to front-loaded consumer demand, depleting January's demand, CPCA said. And guys, the reason of this quite substantial decline by 42% is not only the December sales in order to just achieve some goals for the company, and January drawdown in this number. It is quite a substantial reason of tax exemption expiration date. And yes, in general, the market became smaller. And let me show you what do we have on NIO side. NIO deliveries double in January, but by strong performance of ES8 SUV. NIO delivered 27,182 vehicles in January, marking a 96.08% year-on-year increase, though down 43.53% from December. The growth was driven by strong performance from the NIO main brand, particularly the ES8 SUV. And yes, this is a quite substantial improvement from the previous Januaries of 2024 and 2025, but again, we have a quite substantial decline from December numbers. On top of that, guys, it is not the best situation when the company has substantial growth on just one of their model. Let me show you that ES8 contributes 65% of NIO's incorporation January deliveries with 17,646 units. On the one hand, this model is very successful, but on the other hand, guys, all other models in their lineup basically failed because all of the spendings of R&D department to make to create basically these vehicles were, well, let's put it this way, not so effective compared to ES8 spendings. At the same time, guys, when the demand for this vehicle will go down, and it eventually happens, it will happen definitely in the future at some point in time, the total numbers for NIO might drastically be suppressed. And that is why it is a concerning part from the investor standpoint, and that is why we have a decline in its price, in its share price. On top of that, guys, let me pay your attention again to this to these numbers. Here is the, wait a second, I will show you somewhere here. Here is the China passenger and EV wholesale sales in January of 2026. The leader is definitely BYD, the second company is Geely, and NIO, guys, you can see that it is on 13th place with just, well, let's say 1/10, almost 1/10 of the deliveries of the leader of this market, which means NIO doesn't have a good market share, and, well, I would say that NIO has a huge room to grow, but it has to achieve their market share, and they have to increase their market share on a slightly decreasing market in China. That is why, guys, all these details combined lead us to this movement to the downside, and let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So, guys, first of all, let me show you the same exact ticker symbol but on a Hong Kong Stock Exchange. It is 9866, and right here you can see that NIO also had substantial movement to the downside, but the most recent trading session, and you can see that the market in Hong Kong is open, NIO gained about 2.7% to its value, which means we might anticipate the same exact movement to the upside for NIO stock on the New York Stock Exchange, but let me show you another quite interesting detail. Well, I still expect that this movement to the upside will happen, and I still think that it will happen somewhere from the current price all the way down to potentially $4 mark. Let me mark this green rectangle for you. And if you want to catch this movement to the upside, you can accumulate your position incrementally to the downside, and eventually this movement will happen. And it doesn't matter whether it will be this type of corrective wave to the upside or this type of potential impulsive wave. We have two waves in common, which means you can catch this movement to some higher targets. And guys, let me show you another quite interesting detail. If I zoom out to, let's say, 6 hours time frame, from this bottom we have movement to the upside, but this retracement to the downside makes me thinking that we are in an ABC correction. It is not an impulsive wave, and it is not this type of breakdown. It is quite different and relatively more complicated breakdown like this. This entire wave is just an ABC to the upside, which forms an A wave. This might be the B wave, and we have to see another leg to the upside to complete its C wave. And C wave might not even break this top, but we can expect that the movement should be substantially higher from the current price. The only downside is that the bottom of this B wave might be also relatively deep, and this green rectangle potentially is the range where this trend reversal might happen. And it is, to be honest, it is quite wide range of about 10%. And yes, no one has a crystal ball. That is why, guys, if you want to benefit out of this movement to the upside, you can either accumulate your position to the downside, dollar cost average in your position, or you can wait for the first movement to the upside and then wait for this retracement. And at this point, you can accumulate your position to catch this movement of this substantial movement. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life.